unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
To Favors. The drive, right to the basket. Knocked loose. They'll recover. 4 to shoot. Montrez. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Mitchell. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Runner's good there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Hield. Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended. To Joe Ingles. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Buries it.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. To Joe Ingles. 4-3. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Williams to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, had him going there for a second. Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
Williams into the front court. They lead it, a 4-point game. For 3, message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Rudy Gobert sends it away. Mitchell with it up top. Down 4. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Mitchell with the basketball. They trail by 2. To Gobert. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Rudy Gobert. 2 of 4 now.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. To Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook defense. Down low, it's Mitchell. Runner here won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Buddy Hield to Joe Ingles. No good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go up 2 legs and expect the contact.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Hield. To Joe Ingles. Won't go down. It's LA Clippers ball. To Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Gilgeous-Alexander. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Favors. Joe Ingles. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. The follow won't go either. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he had him there for a second. Baseline drive. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. to Gobert. Cashes in for two.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Utah with the possession. To Allen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, keep an eye on this guy. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Mitchell, defended by Jordan Bell. Rudy Gobert. 3 for 6 now.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Gilgeous-Alexander fires the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Korver. Grayson Allen to Korver. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Fires the three. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Screen coming. And the finish. Slam dunk.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. That's at a...
All right, let's bring the fire.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
For three, yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Grayson Allen to Heel. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Williams not getting the bounce. Marcin Gortat swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Joe Ingles, down low to Favors. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Williams across the timeline. The lead is 11. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Favors. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Utah's got it. Grayson Allen to Favors. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Williams into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. Down low for Gobert. Working hard on the glass. Rudy Gobert. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Williams across the timeline. The lead stands at 9. Curling inside. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot again.
It's Jazz ball, and they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. Down to Gobert. Knocked loose. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Tough make through traffic. Clippers recover. Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest. Grayson Allen to Gobert. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Gilgeous-Alexander. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Gobert. Deep left corner. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Takes it coast to coast. And the strong finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Williams into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. It'll stay Clipper basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander has a look. Jumper's good.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Buddy Hield gets it in the left corner. Beyond the arc for 3. And the Clippers have the rebound. Clippers have the basketball. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Buddy Hield to Allen. Here comes the screen. Grayson Allen to Hield. Has a chance. A shot by Hield, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
4-3. Cleans it up. Gortat. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Grayson Allen to Gobert. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second.
What's up, man?
You got cigarettes?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I thought I should relate a couple of my Western Conference Finals games, but they didn't go too well. No, I simulated the first 3 games of my Western Conference Finals, thinking maybe it would put me a little farther ahead. I thought maybe I win maybe 2 games or 3 games, and I only have to win 1 game to get to the finals. Oh, not with those Utah Jazz.
Quarter.
Broadcast. he on this morning? I'm gonna grab me another cup of coffee real quick. I know the update downloaded this morning because I'm saving my Call of Duty points. I'm sitting on I think 1,200. And they got a free PlayStation Plus bundle. I mean bundle, so in the store.
Coming in for both sides. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Williams. They'll get it down low to Harrell. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
I got ball.
Here we go.
Buddy Hield. Runner here won't go. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Williams. Here's a chance from long range. Not easy.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
I'm on D.
Deep three at the buzzer. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks, Ed.
Clippers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Jazz may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz.
Game trap. Assists. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Takes stock of the floor. Buddy Hield. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Joe Ingles able to recover with the block. Almost, but no good. To Favors. Marcin Gortat. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Going to launch beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Easy path to the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Hield. They get it down to Gobert. The jumper's off the mark. To Gilgeous-Alexander. From long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Williams. Beyond the arc for three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Nothing going here on that drive. To Williams. He'll get it down low to half. Rudy Gobert tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Fires the three. Won't go down. Buddy Hield to Gobert. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Gortat. Gortat rocking the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Whoa, what a finish.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Williams. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Mitchell with it up top. Down a bundle. Trying to cash in, and he buries it. Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Marcin Gortat with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Fires the three, shakes free, and hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Joe Ingles. Mitchell on the drive, but he can't finish. It's LA Clippers ball. To Williams. For three, he engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hey, this our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Mitchell. Offensive board to Korver. Here's a chance from long range. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Williams. Lets it fly from long range. And he still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. To Favors. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Clippers have the basketball. Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Doesn't get the bounce.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Favors. Down the lane to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
LA Clippers with the basketball. From long range, smothering deep. Grayson Allen, the pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys down big. Deep two there, won't go. To Gortat. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Gilgeous Alexander has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Gortat. To Williams. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Corver. Fires the three, buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
That's what great shooters do. They can miss all the shots in the world, but they're going to take that next one like they just made all the shots in the world.
Alexander to Gortat. 4-3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
And he drains it.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Alexander fires the three. Oh, that's how it's done.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
For three, can't go down. Smothering defense. Knocked loose. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Can you go downstairs and turn on the air conditioning for me, Stacey? I'm Big Jeff.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got themselves a win here today, and some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and